What's up, guys? Welcome back to video, and well, this was Spider-Man 4 updates that we've been getting for a while, and we haven't had an official announcement from Sony about the next Spider-Man trilogy. They've been completely silent on this one, and even with the Tom Holland's newest Spider-Man deal, if it has been signed or it has been signed as well, but like today we actually have a brand new report that it indicates with the Tom Holland's newest Spider-Man deal that if it has been signed, and we just didn't know it yet, and with the Spider-Man's role in the MCU might actually be bigger than we thought as well. So in this video, I'll be breaking down this new report to tell you guys everything that we need to know about Tom Holland's newest Spider-Man deal, if it has been decided, and even Spider-Man's role in the MCU, but maybe actually be huge and bigger than we thought. But if you're here and you know something like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. So you'll miss out on me visiting this video. So let's get into it. And now, with this new report, that this comes from my time to shine hello, and they've gone some things right in the past, so we need to take it with a grain of salt. And now, it's just, especially with the first thing that I says is that with the HOLLAND'S new huge deal is a secret, and now it's especially with the term secret, meaning that with the Tom Holland's newest Spider-Man deal that it has been signed, and we just don't know it yet, and with like all the details that has been released yet, and even though it's a secret and they don't want us to know about it, especially with the next Spider-Man trilogy. And now, and even with the term huge, I mean that with the Tom Holland's newest Spider-Man deal, and that includes more films, and even with the next Spider-Man trilogy, and even with the next Avengers films, including for the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. And now, especially with the next Spider-Man trilogy, which we're going to see into Tom Holland's Spider-Man next, in a Spider-Man 4, Spider-Man 5, and even for Spider-Man 6 as well. And even that we're going to see in the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, and this is going to be huge, especially for our MCU's Peter Parker, Tom Holland. And now, even that with this new deal, this maybe actually be like a huge deal, and then that we thought for Tom Holland's Spider-Man in the MCU. And now with the next thing that I says that Tom Holland's Spider-Man will be the lead in the Kang Dynasty, and now even though with this is exactly what we want here, especially with the Tom Holland's Spider-Man that has been in the Infinity Saga since Captain America Civil War. He's followed along with the Avengers, and now especially now in the MCU we see Peter Parker on his own, and now for him to be the lead in the Kang Dynasty, and to be even fight Kang, and even in the multiverse saga, alongside with a new Avengers scene that's going to be assembled by Sam Wilson's Captain America, and even at that we're going to have a Moon Knight, a Shang-Chi, and a Shang-Chi alongside with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and even and that's with Tom Holland's Spider-Man's role in the MCU is going to be huge and bigger than we thought, and even the aspects I think in the comics with the Spider-Man who has taken on Kang, and just the scene of moving up to being like a side character with the Avengers, and now in the multiverse saga to be moving up to be having a bigger role, and that has to be in the lead for the Kang Dynasty. And now another thing to add on top of this is that with the Kang Dynasty, that we're going to have a new Avengers team for fighting Kang, and that there'll be a loss, and then they'll lose against Kang, and even with the Secret Wars, which is rumored to be like a two parts, and even with the Secret Wars, as it's gonna have a new Avengers team, which probably cost the multiverse to get out variants of other characters, and this means for Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, and much more, even for the Fantastic Four and the X-Men, that they're all gonna be coming together to take down Kang. And now, especially as we're gonna see the live action for Spider-Verse again in a Secret Wars, and we're gonna be having Tobey and Agent Spider-Man return. This is gonna be huge, especially with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and now be a leading, or possibly leading the new Avengers team in like a new way that we thought. And now, with the last thing that says Spider-Man 4 will release before Secret Wars, and now especially as we have the Dynasty coming out in 2025, and that's where with the talk about Spider-Man is going to be having a bigger role in the MCU than we thought. It is going to be the lead and leading in the new Avengers team, and now especially with the Spider-Man 4 will release before Secret Wars, and now this is going to be huge, and that totally makes sense because with Kevin Feige in an interview with Entertainment Weekly has said that with the Spider-Man 4 that the story is done and with the script and the writers have gone from pen to paper, and it's going to take a little while for us to get the next Spider-Man trilogy, especially with Tom Holland's new Spider-Man deal that includes the 3 more Spider-Man films, obviously Spider-Man 4 and Spider-Man 5 and Spider-Man 6, and even the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, which is going to have everyone coming together and take down Kang, and with the Spider-Man's new deal and the MCU is probably going to be huge that we thought, and now especially with the multiverse saga that will end with the Secret Wars in Phase 6, and the next phase, Phase 7 will be the Mutant Saga, and now this is huge, especially for MCU's Peter Parker. Tom Holland will be going up against Kang, even with the Spider-Man 4 we're releasing before Secret Wars. And now, especially as we take a look at the release slate, with everything we're releasing before Spider-Man 4, and then that's with Deadpool 3, Blade, Fantastic Four, and much more, and Phase 5 and 6, and we have had an official announcement from Sony about we're releasing either. And now a couple of things to take away from this report, and the thing is that with Tom Holland's Spider-Man in the MCU has been a side character along with the Avengers, and that is following with the Avengers as well. He's been in the MCU since Captain America Civil War, who was recruited by Tony Stark, and now even that we're going to see Tom Holland's Spider-Man on his own in college, and even with some details that has been revealed that Miles Morales will be in Spider-Man 4 and to be a Peter Parker's roommate in college, and especially with these official announcement details that have been announced by Sony, and even as we're gonna get an official announcement soon, probably at around CinemaCon, where they're gonna reveal what the next 3 Spider-Man movies are gonna be, and at CinemaCon, and what the Spider-Man role means for the future of the MCU. So I'm glad that we're going to see Tom Holland's Spider-Man moving up in the future of the MCU to be even a huge character that we thought. And yeah, but honest, I'm very glad that we're going to see Tom Holland's Spider-Man having a bigger role in the MCU than we thought, and even moving up to be the lead role in the Kang Dynasty, and even with the Secret Wars, with everyone coming together to take down Kang, especially if we're going to have the live-action Spider-Verse being a part of Secret Wars with Tom, Tobey, and Spider-Man, of course, and even with the newest Spider-Man deal in the MCU that includes the next Spider-Man trilogy, and even the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, especially with the next Spider-Man trilogy, where we're gonna have the MCU Spider-Man going up against Kingpin and team up with a Daredevil, and even that with all the Netflix characters coming together to possibly team up with our MCU's Peter Parker, because we know that in the next Spider-Man trilogy that's gonna be the college trilogy, where we're gonna see Peter Parker in college, and then that is gonna have some street level of fight, and actually with some crime fighting, and even if we're going to see a Daredevil and Spider-Man team up as well. And this is a big, huge news, and this is like a big deal, especially with Tom Holland's Spider-Man in the MCU having a bigger role than we thought as well. So that's it for this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below, and what are your thoughts on Tom Holland's Spider-Man in the MCU having a huge role that we thought, with him being the lead in the Kang Dynasty, and what all is happening with the Spider-Man 4. Let me know in the comments down below. To give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for future videos. And if live updates, always follow me on Twitter. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.